Good afternoon, you're listening to Unity FM on 93.5, the heart of the city. This is the School Run Show with your host, Shiloh Macmillan. And today we're talking about tourism. New figures show tourism in the West Midlands is growing, with visitors spending $5.4 billion across the region in 2025, which is a 16% increase from the previous year. It comes as English Tourism Week takes place from the 13th to the 22nd of March, celebrating the attractions, communications and experiences that make England a great place to visit. Joining me now is Visit England Director Andrew Stokes to talk about what's behind the growth in visitors to our region. Welcome.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm brilliant, yes, thank you.
First of all, these new figures show that tourism in the West Midlands has jumped quite a lot recently. Where has the big increase come from, and why do you think more people are visiting this region?
Well, I think it's a mixture of things. There is a great event programme, so I think you really know how to put events on well, and they drive visitation. I think there will still be a halo effect from the Commonwealth Games, which was delivered so fantastically well, and I think there's been a real opportunity for your local visitor economy partnerships, so who run tourism in the regions, have been working together and are promoting the area really well. English Tourism Week, which you've mentioned, is about highlighting the importance of tourism to the economy. You know, it's not a small industry. It employs some 2.2 million people, and is worth £127 billion. So it's an important industry, but I think we can still do better. So at the moment, the balance of payments has that English people travelling abroad spend more than international visitors coming to England. If we could take just 10% less breaks abroad and take those 10% breaks here in England, we'd have a further £8 billion for the gross domestic product. Big numbers.
Definitely they are. And as well, loads of places in England are brilliant to visit, especially in the summer. Like even here in Birmingham, where we are based, we have things like the Black Country Living Museum, Coventry Cathedral, and the place for the Hobbit inspiration. So we have many different things here that encourage tourism, and as well we have then the town centre and the Bull Ring. And there are so many wonderful things you can do here, like boating on the lake, walk down the canal, and people just need to realise that there's beauty at home as well.
Absolutely. You've mentioned a couple of my favourite places. I love the Black Country Living History Museum. I love the fact that you can go there and you can feel a little bit like Peaky Blinders yourself, because much of it's filmed around there. Film tourism is really important. People like to go and see the sets that of their favourite programmes are in. And look, Birmingham is a great cultural city. It's got a proper airport, so you've got a good gateway, and then you've got the ballet, you've got the orchestra, you've got theatres, you've got events and festivals. There's lots of reasons that people will come to Birmingham, and that's before you even start on the food.
Yes, and we've got many fantastic spots for brilliant food. Here in Birmingham, kind of like which cities or areas in the West Midlands, because it's a great expanse of land, and which cities or areas particularly are really pushing up the numbers of visitors currently at the moment?
So, Birmingham itself is of course important. You've also then, if you think about Warwick, and you think about think about Stratford-upon-Avon, the home of Shakespeare. It's a really interesting and diverse offering that you have. I mentioned the Commonwealth Games earlier. I think one of the things that Birmingham has done really well is grasp that opportunity to bring other sporting events to the region, and sporting events bring visitors.
Definitely, yes. The Commonwealth Games were around, I think it was 2022, and our tourism numbers really spiked then because so many people were coming from across the UK and abroad to view our Commonwealth Games, which is really good for our tourism and our economy here in Birmingham.
Absolutely. And, investment in that tourism product is now paying dividends, so, scarcely a month goes by that you don't seem to hear of another hotel or another restaurant opening in Birmingham. So there is also investment into the economy, which is important.
Definitely. Now, how is the West Midlands doing compared with other regions in England, like the East or Southwest? Are we kind of like catching up or even leading in some areas?
Oh, yeah, this is like asking a father to talk about his favourite child. Look, as I say, there's been really good working together. You have a growth strategy, you have a destination management plan, and I think there is a lot going for Birmingham. I think also we sometimes fall into, or people sometimes fall into the mistake of thinking of London as being England, and I think Birmingham is close enough to London, but can present an alternative to London. 50% of international visitors go to London and they think they've done England. You and I know they only need to go a little bit up the road and there's a whole load of more
definitely.
England they could see. So look, I think Birmingham is grasping that at the moment and doing really well.
Yes, it's doing very well indeed. And we have so many iconic landmarks here. And as well, it's not just London. You even have Scotland, the beautiful castles there, York, where you've got a historic train museum. You have so many different other things that England has to offer. So London, you're right, people go to London and think they've seen England.
Yeah, and look, I love London. It's a great world city, but it's not all there is to England. Yeah.
Yes. For listeners, we've talked a bit about the economy and boosting it and bringing customers to local businesses. For listeners who might not realise how big tourism is, why is it so important for the local communities and businesses?
So if you think about it, tourism can impact on every local area. And quite often, the reasons that you like living in a place, it's restaurants, it's shops, it's cultural offering or whatever, actually can only exist because they're supported by both the local people and visitors. So they're necessary to help a place be as welcoming as it is. Also, tourism is important because of the social impacts that it has. We did a study last year that showed that people who live in host destinations are 30% prouder of the destination that they live in. I think isn't that great? That you're proud of where you're from.
Yes, it is. It's very kind of like to feel that you've got such a wonderful tourist heavy place that you're living in and you've got some iconic landmarks to be really proud of in your city.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I spent some time, the last time I was there, I spent some time in your library. What a fantastic building the new library is.
Yes, definitely is. It's got so many different sections and all sorts of different books, and we're doing very well with our library actually at the moment. Definitely. Yeah. Now, you did mention before a bit about English Tourism Week, and it is coming up soon. So what is the kind of purpose of that week, and what do you hope people across the country will take from it?
So English Tourism Week is it's an opportunity for us to highlight the importance of tourism, the reason why we believe tourism is valuable to England. It's one of our largest industries. As I've said, there are hundreds of thousands of small businesses, 2.2 million people who actually work in the tourism industry. So this is an opportunity for local people to perhaps behave like tourists themselves, to to help kickstart the season by visiting some of the local tourist attractions and showing them support. It's also an opportunity for the tourism industry to talk to its key stakeholders, its local councillors, MPs, and highlight the good work that they do. One of my favourite projects actually comes to fruition during English Tourism Week, which is our Tourism Superstar project. So we have shortlisted 10 of our sort of superstars. They're the unsung heroes of the tourism industry. And we urge that people go online. They can go online to visitengland.org/tourism superstar. They can watch the video, see these people at work, and then they can vote for their favourite. And we will announce that at the end of English Tourism Week. So great opportunity to show a little bit of support for our tourism superstars.
Definitely our tourism superstars. It's very important tourism, especially in our region. Now, you did mention you've come to our library and Birmingham. We are based in Birmingham, our station, literally a stone's throw away from the town centre. If you were to kind of make a 12-hour tour here, what would your itinerary be?
Oh, what else would I include? I'd probably go to the Living History, the Black Country Museum of Living History. I love that. I'd probably take in one or two of the surrounding areas, because I think it's an offering which I'd probably go to Coventry as well. I love Coventry Cathedral. What else would we do? There's loads. I'd probably go down onto the water, have a curry. There's lots to do.
Definitely, there is quite a lot to do here in our wonderful region of Birmingham. And yes, I quite enjoy Coventry Cathedral. Unfortunately, when I last went there, the viewing area where you can climb right to the top was closed. But still, I got wonderful views from the surrounding area of the rest of Coventry. And the area surrounding it is very nice indeed.
Listen, yeah, it is. And that's it. The diversity that exists around and in Birmingham is one of the things that makes it wonderful.
Everyone knows that the big attractions are mainly the ones that people go to, but are there any hidden gems in the West Midlands that visitors might not know about but should definitely see?
I'm sure there are loads, and isn't that what we all love doing? We all love thinking we've discovered something that other people don't know about. Last year, the winner of our tourism superstar was actually a guy who runs the Coventry Music Museum, tiny little museum, and celebrates, I think, ska music, and that is an absolute example of a hidden gem. Most people wouldn't necessarily know about that. He has absolute passion about it. When I went to visit it afterwards, I spent a very pleasant couple of hours chatting to him, but also taking in the importance of ska music to Birmingham's music history. So those type of things, those local stories, those local hidden gems are the sort of things that we would like. We'd like our Brummie ambassadors to be telling visitors about.
That sounds like a wonderful hidden gem. I'm sure there are many others that people have never heard of, but will discover sometime. And these hidden gems are really important. Now, for the kind of families who are travelling with children, what kind of attractions or experiences tend to be the biggest hits in this region?
First of all, I'd say one of the things that you've got to remember is it can be expensive if you've got children. So one of the great things is that many of our museums and galleries are free. And so I would take in some of the museums and galleries if I was there with children. I've already mentioned the that country museum. It's a great museum for families and for children because you can show them how things were. They really don't believe that it can possibly have been a world before they had phones and devices. But that really helps to bring that home. So I'd probably take them there. Birmingham Art Gallery, great. Get them in touch with their history a bit. There's lots to do.
Those are wonderful examples of the brilliant places we can visit. And yes, the Black Country Living Museum is a wonderful experience in the past. Unfortunately, we are coming to the end of the interview. But if someone listening out there wanted to explore more of the West Midlands or learn more about English Tourism Week, where can they go for more information?
They can go to visitengland.com or they indeed can go to visitbritain.com.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. You've been listening to me, Shiloh Macmillan, joined by Visit England director Andrew Stokes, and he's been talking about what's behind the growth in visitors to our region in the West Midlands. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all after the break.